For those of you in the know, you know, you've been following me for a while, you know that I have been diving head first into the NFT space lately. And there's several projects that I would love to highlight at some point, but Enviro is probably the one that I have the highest hopes for. And given the fact that I am not so much of a flipper, more so of a long-term holder, I want to see what this looks like a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I do have high hopes that this is going to exist and thrive over the next 10 years. I've been drawn to this project in particular. And so there's so many things I could talk about with NFTs, with this project. Let me first give you a few different beliefs, theories, whatever you want to call them, that I have when it comes to metaverse in gaming, cryptos, or NFTs. Number one, I believe that metaverse makes a lot more sense in the NFT sphere versus as far as the value is concerned versus a cryptocurrency. Now, Enviro does have their own crypto, but it's utilized for building up the Enviro platform for users of Enviro to build up their own, what do I call it, their own space, their own territory within the system. So it's primarily an NFT, but it has crypto utility. Whereas something like Mana, something like Sandbox, we picture that more as a cryptocurrency that utilizes NFTs. I like the NFT focus primarily as the bigger thing. And with that in mind, I think that NFTs are going to be the primary means that metaverse exists in the future. Think about where we are with Mana and with Sandbox. Those are top 30 cryptocurrencies. With Engine, that's very much up there. With Axie Infinity, I know that's more of a gaming one. They're already, you're late. You're not late, but you're late. Okay, you're mostly late to those cryptocurrencies. And with Metaverse NFTs, where that's the primary building block, I would say that you're actually not, you're very early. I don't see many people talking about this. I mean, if you look up on YouTube, you look up Mana, you look up Engine, you look up, Sandbox, Blocktopia. There's tons of videos that are already in existence about those. I don't see much talk about Enviro, about portals, about Lux going on right now. And so here's an opportunity to be early. And so here's what I have open on my computer, the white paper. I'm already going much longer than I was already planning. And so I'm not going to read the white paper with you, but man, this is stunning. So they work with they use Unreal Engine 5 and beautiful graphics, beautiful just displays, ways to work the lighting and all that. I don't want to read the white paper. I'd strongly recommend read all the way through the white paper. And I think you'll be as convinced as I am that this has huge potential as far as number of X's is concerned. There are X's, there are zeros to lose, or if we're talking about NFTs, to gain. And there's plenty of background work that's already being done here. Metaverse, talking about what the metaverse is. So take a look at that. Look at their tokenomics with the PRMS. Look at their roadmap. This is a project that is still in development. So we don't know yet what happens, what's going to happen when we see the beta platform launched, when we see further development. I believe in Q2 and in Q3 of this year. The potential is off the charts. And so I'd also recommend that you check them out on Twitter. Here's an example. I've already pulled that up on the white paper. Check them out on Twitter. 18,000 followers, based out of Toronto, Canada. Check out also their Discord. Here's something that I love about that. I don't really see an opportunity to do this with gaming cryptocurrencies, but NFTs. It makes a lot more sense. It's like you're a part of a community, you're part of a DAO. You can have a great deal of interaction. Now, how about I go to the general chat real quick, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of these four moderators or the architect, Isan, was already in there chatting it up with people. And this is something that I love. Look at that. Yeah. So, there's plenty of people talking EnviroWorm. Just they are very interactive with you in their Discord, which I love seeing. It just shows a great deal of commitment. And excuse me for a second. So what is it about Enviro? You can already see that we talked about this creating of a galaxy, of a place on the metaverse where you can host your NFTs, you can display your NFTs. And we've seen beautiful graphics. We've seen all of that. We see a floor price of 3.69 Solana. Now, this was over 6 a week ago, and it's gone back down to 3.69. I have no concern about that. I mean, we are still a couple months out from a launch. But, you know, what I am concerned, I'm probably going to load up a little more. I have 2 level 2, tier 2 NFTs that I am planning on turning into a tier 3. I have 1 tier 1. I'm planning on loading up on more tier 1s. And that actually makes sense right now because you can turn 2 tier 1s into a tier 2, 2 tier 2s into tier 3. They have tiers. They will have tiers all the way up to tier 10 that give different benefits, different access, things like that. And so will that make sense? Would it make sense? Yes, it would. Tier 2 floor price is 7.9. Tier 1 is 3.69. So as of right now, they have 3 tiers. Once they launch, that'll be able to be worked up to tier 10. Different benefits, different opportunities that will come with all of that. And what you need is 25,000 of their token PRMS. 100 million total supply as of right now is what I believe is the case. So 25,000 would be about $55. And so I have 50,000 in my wallet right now, just waiting to use that to upgrade to higher tiers, which will be worth much more, in my opinion, moving forward. Probably the best thing that I can compare this to right now is Portals. So Portals has the advantage of having been launched first. And look at the floor price. Remember this floor price, 3.69 Solana. And let's compare that to Portals, 72 Solana. And that is for their lowest tier. It's very similar. So there's Ivory, there's Vision, and then there is, give me one second here, Onyx. Yeah, Ivory, Onyx, and Vision. That is their 3 tiers. So Ivory, think of that as tier 1, 72 Solana floor price. Onyx, 415 Solana floor price. Vision, 2,200 Solana floor price. Does this have the potential to equal Portals or exceed Portals in floor price, in size, in whatever you want to call market cap? Yes. Portals does have the advantage of being first, but let's compare a portal versus an Enviro room, galaxy, whatever you want to call it. Here's Portals. Now, okay, that looks nice. It's an apartment. You can see the NFTs hanging on the walls. All right, thumbs up. Versus Enviro, I mean, it's no comparison. The quality is so much greater with Enviro than with Portals. And so there is value in this. Portals, I mean, you could see the value. There is value in people's minds with this. But what would you rather have? Would you rather have something as sleek and beautiful as this or this? You know, it looks okay. It looks kind of like Nintendo Wii versus the highest quality video game. I'm not a gamer, but highest quality, I suppose, computer game that you could imagine. So Nintendo Wii versus the highest quality possible. I mean, if you think about this, still, again, not a gamer, but the quality, people pay a great deal for graphics cards and they want quality. And so, again, yeah, Portals came earlier, but Enviro is better. Is this a Facebook, MySpace type thing? I don't know. But which one would I rather be invested in right now? It's a no-brainer for me. I'd rather go with the quality that is at a lower price that has, in my opinion, higher potential for total worth versus Portals. I think this is not only a value bet, but a growth bet. Really, I really do. And I am patient. I will gladly accumulate at 3.69 Solana some tier 1s or tier 2s or tier 3s at other prices. So do your own research. Again, check out the white paper, but I have high hopes. I would be shocked. And I throw around the words 10x. I don't throw around those words. I don't use those words lightly. I would be shocked if this wasn't a 10x from here. But even more so, I'm just trying to get my mind rolling as to, all right, what if this thesis is true? That NFTs for Metaverse is the way to go versus how we've done it so far with different projects that we examine more so as cryptocurrencies. Then off the charts potential. But do your own research. And if you invest, not financial advice, invest, do your own research before investing your hard-earned money. But man, I'm very excited about this. Have a great weekend.